Hello guys and welcome back to, well, not really welcome back, but welcome to my first episode of my Stellaris Hive Minds Let's Play. So in this Let's Play, it is version 2.3.3, the most recent update, and we are going to be playing as the Lyrite Swarm, a hive mind with Devouring Swarm and Divided Attention. We can actually get right in to the game here. So we're going with this reptile-like appearance, I guess, and we'll cover our traits really quick here. So I chose to go with Rapid Breeders, Very Strong, and then for negative traits take Non-Adaptive and Fleeting. Non-Adaptive because hive minds are still very overpowered when it comes to happiness penalties, because obviously they are hive minds, so there isn't really happiness to deal with. And Fleeting because our characters, or our leaders really, will start off basically at age 0 to like 10 years old. So that extra lifespan that they get taken off really is negated by the fact that they're a hive mind. So those are pretty strong. Another build that I was considering was Agrarian, because then you can automatically start off with the fastest growth rate without having negative food, and then taking Intelligent as well, along with Non-Adaptive and Fleeting. And that would also be very powerful. So it's really just up to if you guys want to copy this build. Really it just comes down to what you prefer, and then you would have to take a couple negatives in that case as well, because obviously you'd be -4 trait points, so you could take something like slow learners or something along those lines. But overall, both of these builds work pretty well. Both of them are pretty overpowered, so these traits are relatively okay. Obviously we have the hive mind trait as well. One other thing that is possible as well, if you don't want to take Intelligent and take 2 or 3 negative traits, you can take Natural Engineers instead, because you already have that natural bonus to society research because of the fact that you're a hive mind. So taking Natural Engineers will also buff that as well and only leave behind physics. But that's really up to you on how you want to play your game. Next, obviously, we have our government ethics, and here is where it gets a little bit different. I was stuck between Divided Attention and Ascetic, and that's really coming down to the fact of pop usage. But the real deal here is that right off the start, amenity usage isn't going to be that high, and whereas I would usually go with Ascetic with Devouring Swarm, I think in this case it's going to be our third civic pick once we unlock that technology, because by the time we can unlock that, that's when it's really going to be useful to us. So Divided Attention is going to give us another 20 admin cap, along with all the early game researchable tech that can also give us more admin cap. And then in terms of Devouring Swarm, we can't engage in diplomacy or the galactic market, but we do have the hunger causes belly on all our empires. Xenopops always have to be eaten, but that's kind of seen given we are playing a Devouring Swarm. We will get society research for every pop that's being consumed. Our ship hulls and daily regen is all boosted. Our starbase influence costs decreased. Our army damage is increased, and our research speed that I was talking about earlier is increased by 20%. We also have the ship cost reduction and the naval capacity increase, because obviously people are not going to like us very much, given that we have, not only are we a hive mind, we are also a Devouring Swarm. So there's all that. Obviously with our flag, we're going with this sort of like honeycomb shaped look, trying to make it look like a hive basically. Our ship appearance, we're gonna go with humanoid ships, and ruler doesn't really matter in this case. So that's pretty much our build. We are going with, if I can get to Homeworld, what we are going to go with is we are going with a arid world with a random starting solar system, because I don't really like the idea of knowing what you're going to get, especially like if you're going to take Soul, or if you know you're going to get a trinary or a binary star. Like, I feel like that's also kind of broken, because usually trinaries have more resources, or more chances anyway. So random overall is how I always like to play it. So we will save and make sure nothing gets changed, and we will get right into the game. So we're not going to go with a huge, because that's just going to slow down the computer as we go along. But we could probably go with a large galaxy. Yeah, I think we can handle a large galaxy. We will go a spiral with 4 arms, have 14 AI empires, 3 advanced AI starts, 3 fallen empires, 2 marauder empires, tech/tradition cost, yeah, that can stay the same. Habitable worlds will stay on 1.5. Primitive civilizations is 4 times. I think that makes it more likely to, obviously, it does make it more likely that they spawn in. But the main thing here is that I feel like they don't spawn in that much normally anyway. So boosting them up to 4, even 5 times, sometimes they don't seem to pop up very often. So I'm going to leave it at 4 times though. Mid-game start year, I think that's default right there, 2,300 and 2,400. So I think those are about right. Victory here can be 2,800. We will go on Grand Admiral, Admiral. You know what, we'll go with Grand Admiral. We can stay with that. Scaling difficulty with this on. It will build up. So yeah, I think it's building up is more doable in this case. So I'm going to leave scaling difficulty on. AI aggressiveness, I'll leave it on normal. Empire placement random. Advanced neighbors off. All of this will stay on default, including guaranteed habitable worlds, because I don't really care about any of that. Caravaneers we'll leave on, and Iron Man mode we will leave on. Actually, we will turn that off just in case something happens with the save game, or we need to go back or something along those lines in terms of gameplay. So we'll leave Iron Man off in this case. Normally I'd play with it on though. I think everything is good to go. We could randomize this, but I don't want to end up with less than 14. Like, I don't want to have a 7 Empire Galaxy, so we'll leave it at 14, and we will start the game. So we are going to be going for a very wide empire in this playthrough. You can play as a tall hive mind, but that's not what we've been geared towards with this build. Now, that's not to say at the beginning we won't play tall. At the beginning, we're going to play, if there's any choke points we can take, we're definitely going to take those, and then we'll try to conserve as much as possible, but we are really built towards blobbing out in this early stage game, and that's kind of how all hive minds are built, to be honest. The only difference with Sheen Empires is that it's a little bit easier to play tall. So we have our little intro here, all that, and let's get into our research here. Let's see what we got. I think we're gonna go with some extra research. I almost always take the extra research if I can. I would like planetary unification, but that's not gonna be something I can do right now. We could take biodiversity studies. I'm kind of torn, but we already have a boost. That's the thing. We do already have a boost to our society research, so I'm going to actually take planetary unification. Normally, in a normal playthrough, without being a hive mind, I would take the research boost, though. And then, yeah, we're going to take animal mechanics as well, because that's going to be another research boost, and it's basically going to raise us up to an overall boost that's going to equal out our research, so we aren't so lopsided. So let's get a look at the galaxy around us. Hopefully we're near the edge. If not, it won't be the end of the world. So no, we're actually right in the middle, and it doesn't look like we have too many good choke points. Maybe here, and maybe here. So these 2 points are really the only cutoffs that I could really get. Maybe here as well. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to build another science ship, because we are going to need that, because obviously surveying in this update is very important with all the dig sites and all that. So we will just send our guy off and just survey the local area. I think that's pretty much what we want to do at this point, because we do want to find that habitable planet as soon as possible. So just survey around there. We will boost the speed just a little bit, and yeah, we will get into it. Now on our capital world, we do have some decisions that we can do. Nothing I want to do there. Actually, let's check out our edicts real quick. Alright, nothing we really want to do right now. Policies, indiscriminate, aggressive, closed. We are going to go with nutritional plenitude. It will cost us more food, but our pops are be growing at 33%. So we will take that. We could get some more bonuses there, but I think I'll just leave it at balanced. I don't really like to change anything up right at the beginning of the game in terms of that. So we will just leave it on nutritional plenitude. That'll be our only change. Now, as a hive, we already have boosted growth. So if I take a look here, yeah, we're already growing at 5.79 per month. So hopefully we'll be able to build up a lot of pops really quickly. We do need to get some jobs for them, though. So, well, actually, we can wait. We don't need to worry about that right now. Let's just play and get our science ship moving. I'm not going to be building up any space minerals or anything like that right now. It's just kind of a waste at this early of the game. I don't really see the benefit of it. Yeah, there we go with our food. We probably should build another farm, actually, as soon as we can. But it's more worthwhile to spend it on something that can actually generate a lot of minerals. Like, I can spend 3 times the amount of minerals it takes to build a station, but I'm going to be making a lot more than 2, so we'll stick with what we have, the 10 and 10, and later on we will... Alright, our construction is good there. Later on we will be upgrading all that, but we aren't going to do it for now. Yeah, we're going to take you, I think. How am I going to do this? We could sell some alloys. Just sell some of that. Maybe sell a little bit of food. No, let's just sell some minerals there. We will get our second scientist underway. Recruit. There you go. You will go the opposite direction. Survey there. Survey there. Survey here. And survey here before coming back. It's kind of unfortunate that we don't have automatic exploration yet. I really do like having that. Just because it makes it so much easier to deal with everything. But, you know, whatever. Alright, nothing there. Actually, I'm not going to have you even survey. You can just jump. Explore. 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 I'd rather not have them survey and waste time doing that. I'd rather have them get an advantage getting out and finding the planets that we need to colonize. Nope, don't want the shipyard. Please just give me the science ship. Alright, explore. And we will... Actually, I think we are in a pretty good spot now, because obviously we have 2 science ships. I would like there to be more, but we did just sell some alloys, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But we can deal with that. Any planets I can clear? Or any planetary features I can clear. I do want to clear off this one first, because it'll give me 1 extra pop. And I do at some point want to get the agriculture district up and running, because having food as a hive mind is obviously very important, because it's basically what you use to buy everything. So, alright. So our pops are building pretty fast. Now, if I had taken the extra pop growth speed, the extra, I don't even know what if I had taken extremely adaptive, our pop growth speed would be growing a lot faster than our other planets once we get them. But I feel like overall we're in a pretty good spot anyway, because we're already at 5.79, so we'll just deal with that. And it looks like, well, nope, we haven't found anything yet. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So maybe it's here, here, or here. I would like it to be in the trinary, actually, because that would make it a very powerful choke point. I would still take it here, just to get that extra reach into the rim. But if it comes down to it, this is not a bad choke point either. We could basically choke point here, hopefully here. Actually, this might just be a dead end right here. It looks like it is. There's no lines coming off of it, so we might actually be good there. And then here as well. And that would be 3 choke points. That's usually pretty doable. I have 3 spaces for them, so in theory I can do it. But we are running out of time for today. Obviously, we haven't expanded or anything yet, but we will, in the next episode, hopefully find our first planet and start colonizing that. So if you like today's content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.